As Campbell Helton sang in 2023, my thoughts stand still in the middle of November, but how can I keep this kind of wonder? Scale Model World kind of does that to you, but I've recovered enough to bring you Monday Matters right here on Gary's Stuff. Hi there, I'm Gary. Welcome to my channel and welcome back if you've been here before. Today is the return of Monday Matters. As usual, I'll be having a look at what caught my eye in the model making world this week, as well as catching up with all the developments here at headquarters. Now, if you enjoy the show, don't keep it to yourself. Let YouTube know by giving it the imperial thumbs up, by subscribing to the channel and by hitting the notification bell. All of these things are free and a great way to show your support. Other support options are linked in the information box below. Okay, first thing today is a reminder that my friend Mikey over at Bearded Veteran Creates is hosting a fundraiser throughout November. You probably all know of Models for Heroes, a charitable organisation that helps serving and former members of our armed forces and blue light first responders deal with mental health issues that have arisen from their service to our country. Many of you will have donated kits to them, but what's also needed are the supplies used to make those kits, things like glue, sanding sticks, cutting mats and nippers. Supplying these to its beneficiaries costs Models for Heroes over £30,000 per year, so please do consider dropping a donation to them at the link below. Please only give what you can afford, no matter how small, and share the details with everyone you know. Maybe you're a little below budget when you visited Telford and don't know what to do with the last bit of cash. Whatever it is, anything you can donate helps this superb cause. Next, my current prize draw is up and running, something quite unusual this time. That will suit the model maker and the model collector alike. Keep watching for more information on that one later on. Another quick mention is that my merchandising partner Redbubble has a sale on at the moment with around 25 to 30% off all kinds of Gary's Stuff goods. Check out the link in the information box below if you fancy treating yourself to some goodies. I'll be talking about Telford and a few other things later, including this week's live stream on the channel. But first, here's a roundup of what's caught my eye this week in the big wide world of model making. Of course, probably the biggest news from last week was the announcement of the new AIRFIX Super Kit, the Messerschmitt Bf 109G in 1/24th scale. I've covered this in another video already. I'm told that mine should arrive sometime this week. As an aside, AIRFIX has also reissued the Handley Page Victor in 1/72nd scale, which comes with one of AIRFIX's commemorative coins, the Lynx AH1 helicopter with new decal options in 1/48th scale, and the Vintage Classics releases of the Vosper MTB and German E-boat kits in 1/72nd scale. Finally, from Margate, the AIRFIX Black Friday event is in full swing with some pretty substantial discounts around. Check out their online store, but please make sure you go through the affiliate link below. Couple of announcements from Courtier Models. A new Messerschmitt Bf 109E is coming in 1/32nd scale. This will likely appear towards the end of 2026. Then scheduled for 2027 is a 1/32nd scale P47 Thunderbolt. More information on these as it comes from New Zealand. Among all the excitement of seeing their 1/32nd scale Sea Fury test builds at Telford and the frames to their 1/32nd scale Hornet, DBMK is continuing to plan future releases and has just shown these renders of the Spitfire Mark 21, also in 1/32nd scale. Looks like they're cramming quite a lot of detail into the cockpit as well. Revell has a couple of new things to talk about, a 1/32nd scale ME262 1AU4 with the huge 50mm MK214 gun in the nose, and a Lockheed SR-71B trainer with a raised rear cockpit in 1/48th scale. You might remember the Aerocraft 1/48th scale Martin Baker MB3 I built a short time back and loved enormously. Well, now it is available in 1/32nd scale. Changes include the option for an open cockpit door, new super thin instrument panel inserts to cover new instrument decals, and brass strengthening rods in the main gear legs. Sutton harnesses by Airscale are also included, and of course there's the option of building this with 3 20mm gun barrels in each wing. Price is £120. Micromere has announced their 1/48 scale kit of the XP55 Ascender will be available from next month, with the Volti XP54 Swooscoos coming next year. From New Frog comes this Hunter T75 in Singapore service in 1/72 scale. This is essentially the extra kit T7 trainer from 2011, basically a sword kit I believe, but with photo etch and resin details and decals covering all 9 of their aircraft operated by Singapore across 3 camouflage schemes. Silver M has a new tooled kit of the Swingen Metro regional airliner in 1/72 scale. This will be followed by the TP88 airborne early warning version, also in 1/72 scale. Triple Nut in Japan has a new dual combo set of the A37 Dragonfly and T37 trainer in 1/144 scale. Plenty of scheme options here, but I am intrigued by the design of the frames, which must leave a whole lot of cleanup on something so small. Master X has a new resin kit of the Steeper Caproni flying barrel from the 1930s. Essentially, its whole fuselage is a hollow ducted fan. This will be available in both 1/72 and 1/48 scales. Dynamo Models has 2 new guns here, the 47mm French SA-37 anti-tank gun, and here the SA-34 Type 1 25mm anti-tank gun. Both are available in standard, premium, or as here, deluxe editions. This includes resin wheels, metal barrels and some figures, all of them in 1/35 scale. Chaton Modelbau has a new 1/35 scale kit of the Schlitten 1 E-boat, a proposed single crew fast attack craft from World War II. Landships Modelling has this intriguing new Austro-Hungarian railway cannon from the First World War in 1/35 scale, available for download for those of you with access to a 3D printer. And finally, Hele has some new 1/24 scale figures planned for next year. 2 sets of car mechanics, a set of a grocer and his family, and a set of 70s urban people. First things first, tomorrow night is the 3rd Tuesday of the month, and so it's live stream time again on the channel. Come along at 8 PM UK time for chat, banter, answers to your questions, and of course Nick's famous conundrum. Be the first to correctly identify the subject, scale and manufacturer of a kit from Nick's somewhat cryptic clues, and you win bragging rights over your fellows, fame eternal in the annals of Gary's stuff, and maybe a prize from Nick as well. I walked around Telford with Nick, trying to keep an eye on what he saw, trying to second guess him, only for Nick to tell me he'd already done the rounds and found some conundrum kits, and so nice try. Ho hum, still in the dark as usual. So it's 8 PM till 10 PM GMT, 2000 to 2200 Zulu or UTC, whichever way you fly, and that's tomorrow, Tuesday the 18th of November. Next is a reminder that the new raffle is live with a rather superb price, if I say so myself, a holy grail kit for anyone who likes AIRFIX, and that is a 1975 box of the SA2 or SAM2 guideline missile set in 1/76 or 00 scale. Now, you'll have seen me build one of these recently, and it's an absolute classic. Very difficult to find on auction sites, and when you do see one, it can cost around £100 or more. This is unopened and in its original shrink wrap and has no shop price stickers on it, so it's very much as it left the factory back in the day, so very collectible indeed. As usual, what you have to do is go to the address you see on screen here or follow the QR code, register and answer a simple question. If you get it right, which I suspect you will, then you can buy tickets for the prize draw. These are £1 each. Multi-buy offers are available, and of course 10% of the revenue will go straight to Models for Heroes. The raffle closes at midnight UK time at the end of Sunday 30th of November, so you've got just under 2 weeks to enter. If you win it, I will post the prize to you at my own expense, no matter where you are in the world. So best of luck if you enter this competition. There has been a bit of a break in publishing video caused by going to Telford and a whole range of domestic issues to be resolved, but I did manage to get a review of the new AIRFIX 1/48 scale Spitfire out, as well as my interview with Dale Luckhurst of AIRFIX at the Telford show. Of course, while I was there, Dale gave me full access to the brand new BF 109G Super Kit in 1/24 scale, and I was able to publish a review video of it very late on Friday. Well, actually about 2 AM on Saturday, as the internet at our Airbnb was a tad sluggish on upload. Another highlight was getting my hands on an ICM Hamden. Well, okay, just the box, but there were a few test frames as well, which look quite fantastic, I have to say. The real one is being sent out on the 18th of November from Ukraine, should be here before the end of the month. In the week prior to Telford, I managed to do a couple of box reviews, of course, one on the FX de Havilland Heron and one on the Armstrong Whitworth Whitley in 1/72 scale from Frog. Both very interesting vintage kits, both now in the build queue. Which means I've got to get cracking to finish my FX Bloodhound missile diorama and maybe try to make friends with my Edward Hybrid, which I'm not loving at all at the moment, to be honest. The new resin parts are causing me all sorts of problems. So there we are for this week. More videos in the pipeline, so please do come back again to see what's going on, and don't forget the live stream tomorrow night. Thanks very much for watching today, and goodbye.